The name of the team is the Action Shooting Team, and that could go several different directions. So for several years when we first started the program, we were shooting in a form of shooting called Scholastic Action Shooting Program. And it's a speed game. Not a lot of thought to it, it's just fastest shooter wins. Just last year we switched over to something within the National Rifle League, which is NRL 22.
It's very different than your traditional kind of three-position shooting, which is one of the other teams. But it's more of you're shooting off of different props or positions, whereas they're strictly prone, kneeling, and standing. We could be shooting off a ladder or off a chair, off a bucket, off a tank trap, off a roof, off really pretty much anything people can come up with at pretty much any distance between 25 yards and anywhere out to 300 yards.
It's very different from anything I've ever done before. I didn't have any shooting experience or anything like that, but we come up a couple times a week, we practice, we have fun. It's nice because there's a really good community and it's something really different that not a lot of schools have.
I'm a criminal justice major, so I enjoy shooting and I've shot all my life. So I thought with these two different kinds of disciplines, the bolt action shooting that we do through NRL and then through SASP, kind of more that speed shooting that we do. And I talked to Coach Crawford, Bill, and I immediately liked him and liked kind of his philosophy behind shooting and why he was doing it and why he was here. And that's kind of what got me hooked.
It is like a family. So everybody comes, they support each other a great deal. You know, they compare and they share notes. You know, it's like, okay, well on this one I had to do this and this I had to make this adjustment. So it allows them to work together closely. And then just the team atmosphere that they have is great. They after practice, they all go out and eat together. They text group together all day long and everything. So it's just kind of a neat atmosphere.
It's really a good community. We went to nationals last year and we really grew close with a lot of people that we shot with in that community. It's very welcoming and it's very collaborative. All the people that we've met, for the most part, they want to share their information or their dope on the guns or on the courses, stuff like that. So it's been a very friendly community, and I've really enjoyed being a part of it.
For this being our second year, we're still in the process of working with the National Rifle League to develop a collegiate division for this type of competition. So it's something that's unique to Liberty in that we have this opportunity to kind of build a new sport at the collegiate level. They already are very operative at junior shooting and adults, but what they didn't have was collegiate shooting. So we're getting to work with them, but to prepare for this, since it's a fairly new sport, you know, they're competing against very accomplished shooters when we go to a competition, you know, adults who have been doing this for years. And so it's an extra added extra element of challenge to develop the team, but also be able to compete.
This next year we have matches that we do at Liberty since we have a home range, and we'll do those throughout the year, kind of competing against each other and ourselves, and then we go and we shoot with a bunch of other people at our nationals matches and all that.
Getting ready for the season is really just a lot of data collection. So if tonight we're shooting at different distances, anywhere from 30 yards to 100 yards, and trying to figure out what your data is at each of those distances and different size targets and stuff, and just learning all of that so that when you go to a match, you can be as best prepared as you can and have all that data to fall back on.
We're looking forward to getting into that community, spreading the gospel and letting people know that we represent Liberty and we're representing them well at all the competitions and things that we go to.